Let's get into the Lakers rumors roundup here. And Harris, we'll start things off with the Lakers wanting LeBron and Paul George.
Yes, so this is still true regardless of what you're hearing with Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers' plan is still this offseason to go after both LeBron and Paul George.
And we want to be clear about that. It's
yes,
both collectively.
It is still both. They do want both with the possibility of still trading for Kawhi Leonard. Like the Lakers want to go all in for this. According to Woj, who again, if Adrian Wojnarowski says anything, that means it's true. So if he says that the Lakers' plan hasn't changed, the Lakers' plan still hasn't changed. They are looking to get both LeBron and Paul George this offseason, and they entered this offseason as the only team with 2 max slots. So if you're the Lakers and you're looking at their lineup coming up for next season, you could see an unbelievable lineup that we actually put into a graphic here. Because the people at home, Cam, they love my projected lineups. We don't get yelled at it on YouTube. Everyone loves them, and they actually come out looking pretty good. So here's what we got. Point guard, obviously, is Lonzo Ball. He's looking for a full healthy season. At shooting guard, you have Paul George, obviously, if they end up signing him. LeBron, the big-ticket guy right there, obviously at the 3. This unfortunately pushes Brandon Ingram to the bench, but he'd be a great 6th man. Kyle Kuzma will still get the starting job, and I didn't give them a starting center as of right now because I think it remains to be seen A, how much cap space the Lakers have left after they pick up both LeBron and Paul George. B, do they end up drafting someone and starting him there because Brook Lopez is gone, and they'll obviously lose Julius Randle as a restricted free agent if they pick up both LeBron and Paul George. So the center is still up in the air, but I think they can pick up a cheap guy, maybe a Kyle O'Quinn, or just draft someone at the center position to fill out that need.
Hit us up in the reaction poll. Will LeBron and Paul George sign with the Lakers? Heart for yes, a like for no. Let's get to rumor number 2 here as we go through the most active teams we expect for the free agency period. Let's take a look at the Lakers and Melo. Is there interest between these two parties here?
I'm only going to give this one head. This is being reported by Metro Daily USA, who also has been kind of keeping up with a lot of LeBron stuff as well. They mentioned in one of their articles that Melo could be interested in opting out of his contract and signing close to a vet minimum deal with the Lakers just so he can play with LeBron. We know that LeBron and Melo are very good friends. They played with each other, obviously, with a couple different Olympics teams, but they never played together in the NBA. Melo would have to opt out and take a massive discount, but apparently he has no interest of coming off the bench. So what, are you going to pick him up and then put Kyle Kuzma on the bench for Carmelo Anthony, who just did not look interested at all in playing defense for the Thunder? So it could go a lot of different directions with Melo. I just don't think the Lakers are going to be on that list. I don't even know if they would want him on the team with how many young pieces they currently have. I think it would hurt Kyle Kuzma's progression too much, and you're already hurting Brandon Ingram's by bringing in LeBron.
Can you imagine the story it would be? LeBron, Lakers. Paul George, reportedly a done deal to the Lakers. Now Melo to LA.
It'd be incredible. But the problem,
party.
My real question is, are they better than the Warriors, and would they be better than the Rockets? I mean, we obviously saw game 2 last night that the Rockets and the Warriors are going to have a really fun series, and what that series ends up doing will tell us a lot about this upcoming offseason. And if you're the Lakers, do you really want to bring in Melo to have to go up against the Warriors and the Rockets? I certainly do not.
Let's get to rumor number 3 here about the Lakers. Isaiah Thomas, is he pain-free, Harris?
Well, this is a big-time free agent for the Lakers because they traded not so much to get Isaiah Thomas, but they traded for him and they gave him a lot of minutes. We're going to give this one 4 heads. This is according to an Isaiah Thomas tweet. He says that he's pain-free and that he feels really good. He had hip surgery on March 28th. So his recovery is still going to take a couple more months. He's not working out on the court quite yet. As of right now, he's just doing some simple fitness drills to try to get back in shape, some PT stuff, just to work through that hip and get it back in motion. He is working out. I want to make that clear. He is active right now trying to get ready for next season, but he is a free agent. He is looking for maybe a 1-year deal with the Lakers to come back and be a 6th or 7th man off the bench. But it's going to be good to see Isaiah Thomas healthy again. He wasn't healthy this season. He forgoed surgery in order to, he obviously had surgery, missed most of the season, and then had to get even more surgery, which apparently he didn't want to get because he would have missed all of last season. But we'll see what ends up happening with him this offseason. I think he's going to be a big free agent target for anyone that needs needs a 6-man off the bench.
All right, let's get to rumor number 4 here about the Lakers. The Cavs had to take Jordan Clarkson. This is kind of a funny story here in what the trade that went down earlier this year.
This, to me, is no surprise at all. And I think that we saw in Game 2, the Cavs finally gave up on Jordan Clarkson. I said this when they first traded for him, that I thought it was an okay move, but I thought it was incredibly strange because Jordan Clarkson is the exact opposite kind of player that LeBron likes to play with. He takes a lot of long twos, he's not a great three-point shooter, and he doesn't pass the ball. So apparently I was right. The Cavs wanted Larry Nance Jr. They wanted his length, they wanted his youth, and they wanted his ability to play defense in the post. But the Lakers made it very clear, you cannot have Larry Nance unless you also take Jordan Clarkson. So they take Jordan Clarkson, they give him Isaiah Thomas plus a first-round pick just to get Larry Nance, which to me, if you're trading all that just to get Larry Nance Jr., you are desperate for defense in the post. Now, obviously, that Cleveland pick is in the last 4 picks of the NBA draft, so it's not insanely valuable. But that's a first-round pick, an expiring contract in Isaiah Thomas, an expiring contract in Channing Frye for a young backup power forward, and you also take $28 million worth of Jordan Clarkson? I don't understand. With that report coming out, that trade makes even less sense for the Cavs. He got a DNP 2 nights ago with the Celtics in Game 2. Bad trade for the Cavaliers. Great trade for the Lakers, though.
All right, 3 Jordan heads on that one. Let's get to rumor number
You ready?
5 here on the list. Lakers and Abudurekiti. Wasn't the smoothest.
Abudushalamu Abudurexiti. So this is the only China prospect coming into the NBA draft this year. We're giving this one 2 heads. He worked out for the Lakers last week. He's a decent prospect. He didn't score that much in the China League. He averaged about 8 points per game over the past 2 seasons. But we did have an NBA exec give us a quote saying he's a 6'8". He's 6'8" with 3-point range. Not bad. I don't think he ends up getting drafted. He does go by Abu, so we don't have to always say Abudushalamu Abudurexiti, even though it's an incredibly fun name to say. I don't know if he'll end up getting drafted this year. He might go in the 2nd round. I think he might get drafted and stashed in an international league, kind of like what we've seen with many different prospects over the years. But as of right now, I wouldn't expect him to be a first-round pick.
Remember in school when they took attendance, they always went alphabetical order?
This guy
he
goes
would definitely
first.
be first.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
AB. I mean, boom, that just popped into my head there.
There you go.
All right, let's get to rumor number 6 here. How about LiAngelo to the Lakers?
Yeah, got to talk about LiAngelo Ball. He was doing a couple radio interviews the past week saying that he wants to come to the Lakers and play with his brother. I'm only going to give this one head. I am not going to believe it until I see it. Frankly, I don't think LiAngelo Ball is really that good. I think he's a solid player in Lithuania, but if you're a solid player in Lithuania, I don't think that means you can play NBA basketball.
Hey, it's a priority for him.
He's not listed as a top 100 NBA prospect by any draft site out there. None of them. None of the big guys, none of the small guys has LiAngelo Ball anywhere near the top 100.
But brand name.
Yeah, maybe he gets picked up after the draft for fun. I mean, look, it wouldn't be the first time in NBA history where a player has been drafted or signed due to nepotism. This would certainly not be the first time that's happened. If you're the Lakers with all the cap space that you have and all the priorities that you need and all the needs as well, I just don't think that they're going to even touch LiAngelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, maybe in a couple years. LiAngelo Ball, no way.
All right, so that's the lowdown with the latest across the LA Lakers.